Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Got another game for you here tonight. The teams are Team Primal, as always, versus the High Noon Hustlers. And I know that Team Primal is trying out a new Mercy at the moment, so it'll be interesting to see how Wolf does. Otherwise, it is the roster that we all know and love. We have Crash on McCree, Heisen on Junkrat, Lickitung playing Farah, Gojiro playing Roadhog, Thrakon playing Reinhardt, and as mentioned, Wolf on Mercy. For the other team, cannot get through that door. For the other team, we've got Yaka on Medic, Lil Emilio on Reinhardt, Sherishoy on Lucio. Wow. Okay, Scout Freak on Reaper, GG Wrong Hole on Winston, and Freakinator playing Mercy. They are electing, as pretty much every team does, to go through this side corridor to avoid the main hallway. And they are going to walk right into a pretty up forward defense. Looks like Team Primal is electing to stay mostly on the point. And I see that Team High Noon Hustlers is using a Widowmaker, which is probably part of the reason that Team Primal is having to hold back so far. See if their Widowmaker can get something done. For the most part, both teams are pretty much locked in a stalemate at the moment. This is a very difficult chokehold to push through. And it looks like we do have a push coming. Team High Noon Hustlers is pushing in, getting some capture time on the point. But their Reinhardt is down. Their medic does have her ult ready and is going to use it to bring her team back to life. And she manages to get out as well. That was a pretty effective... Ooh, that was a pretty effective push. Countered somewhat by that Junkrat ult. And it looks like while they're going to get some capture time, they are not going to get it easily. Lickitung is flanking around the back. Made it out with 6 HP to get back to her team.
The point's under attack. Let's give them something to think about.
And they were able to successfully capture the point off of that. That was a very fast push by Team High Noon Hustlers. And the payload is now in service. Just like last time, we are going to pretty much lock down the streets, which is interesting. I remember yesterday when Team Primal was playing against Team Paragon, they tended to play a little bit further back. This time, they are more interested in moving right in there and blocking the payload. Thrakon is going on a one-man rampage through the enemy team. Worked out surprisingly well for him. And it looks like Roadhog is going to escape, but that was, for all intents and purposes, a failed push. But they're going to get another one really soon, with both of these teams being so close up to each other. Though the Team High Noon Hustlers is not playing as aggressively as Team Paragon did yesterday. And I do see Roadhog being played by Gojiro flanking around the side with Mercy's assistance. That's interesting. It lowers the amount of healing her teammates are getting, but Reinhardt is blocking that himself. And I do know that there are a lot of ults charged at the moment. I can't imagine that they're going to let that last for very long. Lucio, first one to cast his ult. Looks like a couple other ults coming out. This is going to turn into a spam fest. Oh wow, Lickitung getting some work done. Gojiro is Roadhog dealing some damage. Didn't see any kills on that. Immediately countered by Mercy. The Wolf, as Team Primal's Mercy, has held on to her ult. Oh, I'm not sure. I don't think she survived that particular fight. Did not notice. And it looks like for the most part, Team High Noon Hustlers is going to very easily push through this section. And Team Primal, not interested in giving them the point that quickly. They're going to hold on to the point. Reinhardt is protecting a very powerful High Noon. Oh, that was very good. There were so many enemies right there waiting for that High Noon to go off. And that is more than enough for, for Roadhog and Lucio to push back, though only Lucio managed to do so with his life. And Team Primal is pushing this advantage, not wanting to give up any ground, make the payload roll back as far as possible. Not a lot of flanking happening from both teams that I've seen. King's Row can definitely involve a lot more 2v2s as flankers and DPS classes find each other, but for the most part, I've basically seen giant grudge matches with a bunch of players. And let's see this Junkrat tire, whether it can get anything done. I do not think that they were able to get that Junkrat tire off before the enemy team was able to spam it down, but it did score them some time because the enemy team was not even remotely pressing forward while that Junkrat tire was active. And now Team High Noon Hustlers needs to push in there. It looks like they've got the ults and they've got the momentum to do so. Roadhog is countered by Lickitung Pharaoh quite effectively. Both healers still up. Yacha as Mercy demonstrating her ult, and it's giving them another chance at this push. They have managed to down Thrakon as Reinhardt. And looks like an ult has just come out from Team High Noon Hustlers, which lets them push through and capture the payload, move it a little bit further. I don't think he actually got any kills with that High Noon, though they have completely pushed the enemy team backwards, and so High Noon Hustlers is probably going to take this control point. And looks like Team Primal has resigned themselves to that fact and are building up defenses around the next elbow point. Team High Noon Hustlers has 4 minutes and 15 seconds to get this payload all the way to the control point. Definitely doable, though this is a very difficult choke to work with, and the Roadhog is doing a very good job of pulling enemies out of position and giving them some chances at getting some nice kills. Very good play there by Scout Freak as Reaper, who is just moving in, probably going to try and get some cheap shots, slow them down from leaving spawn. I anticipate some damage followed by Wraith mode. And oh no, Lucio fell to his death. Says hi to Hades. And that push with the loss of Lucio is mostly going to pull back some good kills by Gojiro and Crash to seal the deal. But Team High Noon Hustlers is not in dire straits yet. They know that they've got time for a few more pushes, and they are willing to concede the point and let their healers respawn and try again. Though they did use a lot of ults. I see that ult advantage would definitely go to Team Primal at the moment, with 3 of their teammates ready to start laying on the ultimate attacks. Only Reinhardt for Team High Noon Hustlers has his... Oh, well, now McCree has a High Noon prepared. The McCrees and the Reinhardts have been doing a very good job this match from both teams of working together to gain some really high damaging High Noons. Though I believe Team Primal has had more success with that than Team High Noon Hustlers. And with so many ults on the field, I can only imagine that something is going to happen very soon. I see that Wolf is hanging back. Hanging back very much. Oh, a very good revive by Wolf to bring a bunch of teammates back into the fight. A lot of fight happening right now on the control point. Team High Noon Hustlers is not interested in giving up this push. They have lost a couple of teammates, but they want to keep this up because I do believe that they are killing more defenders than the defenders are killing them. Though, because their defense, it is less important that they die because they can respawn very quickly. That is one thing about Overwatch. Both teams respawn very quickly, but only one team respawns practically on top of the objective. Speaking of respawn, Team High Noon Hustlers Lucio has died. I was going to say his name, but I'm not even going to attempt it again. And both teams are regrouping. The payload continues to roll backwards. Defense is doing a good job of just locking out this elbow corner right here. Though they have lost the Uber advantage, and Team High Noon Hustlers has a lot of ultimates that they're going to be able to roll through, including both healers. Something pretty damaging could happen from all of that if they were to combine them or stagger them and just keep the damage down. Oh dear. Gojiro saw something down there that he wanted to go check out, and it looks like they're going to take advantage of that, and they are pushing in. GG wrong hole as Roadhog going in with an ult assisted by Lucio, and it looks like the defense is mostly getting picked off. Looks like Might have been a communication error there because they didn't. They didn't really communicate with each other regarding, because half of them retreated, half of them didn't, and Team High Noon Hustlers is able to keep the cart moving in forward, though a respawned Gujiro is going to make that difficult for them. And he has held them off long enough for the rest of Primal to respawn and get in there and try to slow this cart down. Though a McCree-Reinhardt combo is going... Oh, a very nice revive by Wolf coming here to try and slow this cart push down a bit. Though McCree better fire that quick, and he did, because this cart is only a few inches away, and the game is almost over. Well, the match is almost over with 15 seconds left on the clock. Ult's going out left and right. Scout Free getting 2 very good kills, but I don't think it's going to be enough. But Lucio keeping that cart moving, and nobody's watching Lucio. There we go. They see him. And we are now in overtime. I do not see a single member of High Noon Hustlers able to get onto that point quick enough to stop overtime. And just as I said that, Tracer demonstrates why she's the fastest class in the game. And there we go. We have one ult. Neither team has any ults prepared, though Team High Noon Hustlers Lucio is just about to get in there and try what he can do. But overtime is almost over, and the entire defensive team is up and ready for them. And that is game. Team Primal was able to stop Team High Noon Hustlers from pushing that payload forward. Some very good defensive blocks. In general, they were almost on top of things the entire time, ever since the last checkpoint. Scout Freak did not care that his ult was stopped early. Looked like maybe by a McCree flashbang or something. He still managed to just get some regular old melee kills to wrap off the entire team. Good play by him, and I can imagine that after this we're going to play the same match again with both teams flipping sides. Team Primal will be pushing the cart, and Team High Noon Hustlers will be stopping the cart. Can look forward to that right now. Oh, we are back to the custom lobby. Maybe we are not going to play another game. If we do, the stream will come back up. Look forward to talking and seeing y'all and shoutcasting another match. I can't imagine we're done for the day.